Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be playing with a couple of more ideas from the Rach and Bella Christmas craft off collaboration that we just finished up. I did not have time to craft along with everyone as usual, but there were a few that I have to do. So I'm going to continue crafting along with Rach and Bella. And this project was inspired by the amazing Ceri Griffiths. He had such a neat idea for a belly band. It was just, I don't know, there's just something special about it. Well, you'll see. It's gonna be pretty cool. And then with a really fun journaling space to slide into that belly band. So yeah, so stay tuned. This is going to be fun. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and create the belly band. Oh, and I am working with my Steampunk Christmas kit that I just released. I'm pretty excited about it. I love steampunk, and I've been meaning to do a steampunk kit for a while now, and just hadn't collected enough images. But then I saw these Christmas steampunk images and I said, okay, that's it. I'm making it happen. So I made it happen, and I really love how it turned out. And I will be making more steampunk kits in the future, just FYI, because I do love me some steampunk. So these are just some of the pages from the kit. It's a pretty full kit. But I love that. I love that flying machine. Like a steampunk Santa sleigh or something. So anyway, I have not done a flip through of the whole kit. I'm not sure if I will, honestly, because I'm a little low on toner and my toner is so expensive. I'm kind of holding off on printing more than I'm going to be using at the moment. So anyway, so those are a few of the kits. I'll put a link below, and then you can look on my Etsy shop, and then you'll be able to see all the pages there in my Etsy shop as well. So I decided I went ahead and cut out, oops, oh my goodness, cut out some of the fussy cuts that I plan on using. And let me see, I'm gonna be putting it in my Christmas journal that I have a feeling I'm gonna have to put another signature or two in, because it's getting thick. I think I probably still have enough room for this year, but for next year I'm gonna have to expand my spine and put a few more signatures in so I can keep going. Maybe 2 more signatures, and then once those are filled, then I'm just gonna have to make a whole new journal. But it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to pick a page that I haven't done anything with yet. And I kind of want it to complement the steampunky. I'm thinking just, one of these coffee dyed pages. Pretty sure that's what I'll do. So I guess this one, let's just start filling up from the beginning. So, okay. Let me just double check my measurements here. So about 8 long is as far as I can go. I could go shorter if I needed to, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so what I need to do is get a piece of cardstock, which I thought I had handy, but I don't. Hang on. Okay, this is literally a scrap of cardstock, and it's a little less than 8 inches, but I think that's okay. So what we're going to do, instead of just like cutting a belly band, we're going to do something a little bit more fun, or a little bit more, I don't know, we're going to make it feel more solid. What I need to do is decide how wide I want this. Probably about 2 inches. So let me get this out of the way now. And I'm going to do, what did I say, 2 inches? Okay. And I'm going to leave myself, this is just a little bit, It's a little bit more unconventional, and I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to just give myself a guide here. Actually, I think I'm just going to go with that and just so that I could line up my ruler with the edge of the paper. Okay, this is not exact science here, thankfully, because as you may know, I'm not an exact science kind of person. So, something like that. Okay. All right, let me cut off the distracting stuff over here. Let's cut that off. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I need to ink these first, but what I'm going to do, you know what? I'm going to make it thinner. Sorry. I think I like it the width of the ruler. That feels right. That feels right. So it's just kind of going to be a bit of a guide, okay? And so what we're going to do, I'm going to arrange these fussy cuts in a way that is appealing. And then we're going to glue them down and then cut around them so that the whole thing is more solid, if that makes sense. So let me ink these first real quick, and then I'll be back. All right, so I kind of decided that I might want to incorporate some of the tags as well. I believe Ceri did that as well, and it looked really good, and it might help take up a little bit more room and not be as fussy cutty. I may regret having chosen all these like really fussy cut because I'm gonna have to cut it all out again. But you know what? Let's just see here. Kind of get an idea of how I might want to. So the whole point is I'm getting it to extend out past the line, whatever the ruler width is. Looks like maybe 1.5 inches. And just have it actually extend out, and then that's what we're gonna use to cut that line and make it all like one solid piece. If that makes sense, I hope it does. Let's see. All right, let me play with this just a bit. Okay, that's the general gist. I think I'm just gonna have to go with it. Let's see here. It's a general gist, but I'm gonna keep playing as I go and see where things land. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. You know what I mean? Just don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, let's see. So I think I had it like this. now we're just going to kind of cut around the edges of everything and make it one solid piece. And I don't know why this intrigues me so much, but I think it's, I don't know. You can achieve the same effect by just gluing these onto a band, a belly band. But there's something just kind of solid and grounding, I think, doing it like this. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to get my fussy cut scissors out here. Let me actually, I'm gonna just cut this smaller and then fussy cut around everything. And then I'll come back when it's all done, okay? Okay, so here she is. And it's definitely kind of cattywampus. Let me see how it looks on the page. Ceri's was much straighter, but you know what? I think it actually lends itself to the whole steampunk theme. Things are kind of like wonky jonky. Let me see if I add this. That would be okay too. I think, you know, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I actually really like that in the middle there. I like that. I think it lends itself to the steampunk. So we're going with it. But first I need to, I'm gonna re-ink the edges just because I've got white showing again. Yeah. So while I do this real quick, I just, I would love to hear what kind of plans you guys have for the holidays. It is December 5th today. And in a couple of days, my husband and I will be going to Gatlinburg in the Smoky Mountains, which is one of my favorite places on earth. And we're going to be doing we're going to celebrate what we call Thanksmas with his family. Because of our dog business, we can't get away for the holidays, because when everyone travels for the holidays, we have to stay behind and watch everyone's puppy dogs, which is just fine. But it is kind of a bummer around the holidays. So several years ago, we tried this thing, and his whole family and some extended family comes. There's about 20 of us usually. We get a big old cabin in Gatlinburg in the mountains, and we just spend a long weekend there, eating, playing games, talking, and it's so much fun. It's like the highlight of my year. So I'm so excited about that. And then we do like a Dirty Santa exchange, and it's just so much fun. So we get to do that in a couple of days, and I'm really excited. I've got a lot to do between now and then, but I had to get one more video in before we leave, because December is going to fly by. So I just love how solid it is. I mean, the back isn't pretty, but no one's going to see that. But I just love how solid it is. It's one solid piece. I don't know why that just tickles me, but I love it. Love it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this puppy down, and then we will work on the journaling space. And I think I want this, I would typically put it in the middle, but I kind of want it off to the side. Maybe it's because it's in the middle. Let me see. Something, it doesn't quite feel right there. Maybe I need to do it on a right side. There we go. Because then I feel like a journaling card needs to slide it in here and then not be hindered by the middle. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put it here. That'll be fine too. It's kind of buckling and bowing because I've got all these other cute little projects that I did from last year. Okay, so let me just get this down. All right, we'll let her dry nice and good, and then let us move on to the journaling card, which is another fun idea. I'm just using an old scrap piece of paper from folding, whatchamacallit, hanging folder. And I guess I actually need to pull this back out to see exactly how tall she needs to be. So a little bit shorter, I would say 6 inches high. And let's see, that's a little wide. 6 inches high by, let's say 4. Okay, 6 by 4. Let me make sure. Just let me make sure. I feel like I have to keep double checking myself. I've been making boo-boos here and there with other things that I've been working on, and I'm starting to not trust myself. So, okay. Yes. I mean, honestly, with steampunk, I could probably just leave it like that. But I'm not. Because, you know, decorating is a huge part of the joy of creating. So, for the cover, let me grab, I printed these out, these papers, because I couldn't quite decide exactly what did I want. Isn't that a cool, it's kind of a goth steampunk Christmas person. It's kind of different, but I kind of like her. But I'm thinking I like the Christmas gift pile, and that fits pretty well on this. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then on the back, we'll do the same, something else. Maybe this Christmas tree. I think these kind of actually look pretty nice together. Not that they'll be next to each other, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm just going to trace and cut it that way. Actually, I might rip the edges. Oh my goodness. Because I think that might lend itself to the look of steampunk. Maybe, I don't know, a little more scruffy than steampunk maybe, but I'm gonna try it. So I'll do that. Okay, now where is my deckled? One of these days I'm gonna buy myself, maybe with Christmas money, I'm gonna buy myself a deckled cutter, like the guillotine cutter, because I really love deckled edges. And of course now I can't find my ruler. Oh, there it is. Okay. I love deckled edges, but I'm really not good at using the using the ruler, because I don't have a good enough grip or something. What's this? Oh no, I've got hot glue knobs on my table. Okay, so I'm gonna rip it just a little bit smaller, just a touch. All right, so let's see how this looks on here. That's okay. I think when I ink it. So here's the thing. Okay, so we want to do this. When I glue these on, I want to do them kind of like bottom to bottom, like this. So that when I have them folded up like this, then I can have this side showing or this side showing, and you know, it won't be upside down. So when I glue them on, like this. When I open it up, I need to make sure that I've got bottom to bottom. Okay. And I like the green showing. I mean, it totally goes with the whole steampunk thing, that army green. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edge of this, since this will be showing a little bit, and then ink the edges of this. And then I will glue them down, and then we will work on the card that goes inside. Alrighty, so I've got the pictures glued down, and I like the ragged edges, kind of sticking out a little bit past it, and I think I'm okay with that. I could rip that off, but I think I'm just going to ink it. I think it adds character. Oh, and I put coffee dyed paper on the inside. I just cut 4 by 6, a little bit shy, so that it's doesn't come quite to the hinge, so it doesn't, you know, affect that closing. So yeah, so here you've got the holder itself has writing space, right? No matter which way you decide to do it. And then now we're going to make a card that goes inside this little folder. And since this is 4 by 6, I thought I'm just going to make it more convenient for myself and just use an index card that I have. I think I am going to trim it just a touch so that it's just a little bit smaller than the holder. So, and I mean just a touch, like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so first things first, I want to put coffee dyed stained paper on one side for writing. I'm going to use this lovely paper from my friend Zoe. She makes the coolest coffee dye paper with this pattern. Oh, I love it. I think having it just kind of on the bottom will make it be a nice touch. So I'm just gonna do this the easy way. Now I want to put another design. I mean, I could easily do one of these that I cut off. Maybe I will. I was planning on doing this, but I'm thinking now this isn't quite big enough. Although this is kind of cool. I do like maybe I'll do that. The 25 for the, Christmas Day. Yeah, I'll do that. Or I could easily do that too. I think I'll do that. That's speaking to me. So let me just, well, you know what? I'm just gonna trim off the white and then cut 4 by 6. All right. How did I do? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Let's glue this one down. And honestly, I had meant to print that out on cardstock. But it's okay. We're gluing it onto cardstock, so it should be fine. But I wanted actually something really super duper sturdy. And cardstock on cardstock would have been really sturdy. But I think it's okay. We'll go with it. We shall go with it. Ooh, goodness gracious, it's wanting to curl a little bit too. The index card is not necessarily the thickest cardstock. It would be probably better with I like to use the 110-pound cardstock when I do things. When I print things out that I want sturdy. But that's okay. That's okay. And you know what? I think I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more. Simply because all the edges aren't quite matching up, and that is bothering me. I'm going to be a perfectionist about that. So I'm just gonna, just a hair on all sides. Okay, I feel better about that. All right. And you know, I think I'm gonna round these corners. Kind of the medium round. See how well it cuts, because things are still a little bit damp from the glue. But I think it's gonna cut just fine. Okay. Now let me see. Do I have any? Yep, I do. Need to reinforce the flappy corners. So look at this. Cute. Cute. Yes, I love it. You've got writing space here, writing space here, writing space here. And one more thing that we're going to do with this little puppy is we're going to make a little tab. And I'm wondering if this might make an interesting tab folded in half. I think it would, honestly. I wasn't intending on that, but I might have to cut. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm going to ink the back though, because there's going to be some scrap piece of paper. There's going to be some of the little edges showing through, peeking through on the other side, which I think if they're brown, if it's brown peeking through, it won't be so startling and stark. I think I'll be okay with that. I'm hoping this this works. This is another one of those things. It's working great in my head. I just don't know if it's going to work great in reality. So, okay, I'm going to just kind of eyeball the half here. All right, and then do that. And then I'm going to glue it like this to make a tab about right there. And then, yeah, there's a little bit peeking through, but since I did it brown, it doesn't look bad at all, actually. So let me just run a little bit here. Well, actually, I'm going to run it all the way through because it needs to be glued to itself as well. So I'm just going to go all along, try to get close to the corners without making it goopy. Don't want too much oozing out. Okay, I think I like this one on this side. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. This fussy cut kind of lended itself because it doesn't, you know, have much of a direction necessarily. You can put it wherever you want. There's a little bit too much white in the image itself. I want to grungify that a little bit because it's definitely going for steampunk grunge here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Okay. So here we have it. This is it until I've embellished further. All right, I decided to do just a little bit of velvet because that's very steampunkish too, you know, a little bit of Victorian luxury along with the industrial. And I really like how that looks. And I realized I didn't want to put too much bulk on here because it still needs to slide in that belly band. And it's already getting kind of thick. So, I'm just going to keep it as is. If I had some Christmas words here, I would probably do that. And I may have to just come up with some Christmas words. I may have to design some. What do you think? There's a lot of Christmas words floating out around there, or out around, out there. I can't talk anymore. So, you know, I may just see what I can find. And maybe I'll design some fun words for next year. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm loving this. This is good. This is great. So here we go. Let's slide her in here. If I can see where I find where, oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. Yeah, much thicker, and I would not be able to slide it in there. So that works good. That ribbon was enough. So, okay. And here we have our nice little, oh, and as you may have seen, I decided to make a pocket in the front, some more journaling space here. I may cover that with coffee dyed paper just to make it all match. I'll probably do that a little bit later. But there we go. Fun little folder, journaling card, belly band combo. This is fantastic. I love it so much. All right. Thanks for watching again. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do. I would be honored and thrilled. You would make my day. You would make my Christmas. So, yeah, thanks so much. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.